Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest lecture of Stat Pro classes. Up to now, what we have done is added the exposure to a view, exposure to assign to view. We have added the exposure to all the points. It is actually easier to add all the exposure points. We have already given the pressure, and now we'll be going the load case details of the wind loads. So first is the wind load in positive x direction. Go for add, then the wind load, then let me move it into side and show you the difference what happens. External pressure, and if I select it as add, close. Now just you see the external pressure has been added, but you see one thing. Let me just maximize it. Wind load is also acting below the foundation. How can wind load act below the foundation? So what we do is we give it a range. So how are we giving the range? Just you see, we have to define it in the y range. Say minimum is y, save, and maximum say it goes up to 20. So change, just you see, the bottom one goes away. So we are giving it a wind direction from the x direction. Now if one can, then now that's this, what is this? Apply wind load at the corner. Say at the corner of the building, if wind load is applied, what happens? There is an oblique force, means from the x direction, even if the wind is coming, then also there is an oblique force on the adjacent side. Let me show it how it acts. If I am applying this apply load wind at the corner, change, just to see what happens. A oblique force comes into effect. There is one oblique wind load that comes into effect. This is generally the case, but as we have done it from all the directions, x, y, z, x plus y plus z minus z, so we do not need to give this one, apply wind at the corner. We do not need this one. So just change it, close. So in similar way, just add again the wind load case of this one, add wind load x, but the factor here will be minus 1 because it is in the minus x direction, and here the type 1 because the type 1 that we have already selected, that we have created only, and yes, the y direction you just specify it as 20, add, close. Just check it, sometimes you just check it, just as you see on the opposite side, if the wind comes from the opposite side, it takes care of that one. Then the positive z direction, add wind load in the z direction, factor remains 1, the type 1. These are the various configurations that are given actually. Then give the range, say 20, add, close, just to see all these things are acting properly, and then add wind load z minus 1, this one, give the range, say 20, add, close. So see, the wind load has been added in all the directions. So in this way we have added the wind load with exposure 1 in all x, y, plus x, plus y, minus x, plus z, minus z directions. So in this way what happens, the wind, let it come from any direction, it will be registered by our structure. But say I am living at a place x where only the direction of the wind is from plus x and plus y, means from east to west only. If I am living in such a place, then I can easily go for one thing, that is go for the oblique, that is wind at the corner. That comes into help at that time. We can just give the two directions, apply wind at the corners, for practical cases actually, apply wind at the corners, and we can easily proceed with that one. So in the next class I will be telling you more about this, something more about the wind load, and then we will be slowly moving towards the seismic load, that is the most critical design in today's day. So hope to see you in the next lecture.